Broncos at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on E. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground with Allen. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal.
Surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run with Allen. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
On 1st down, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And back to throw. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
First and goal, Chicago.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Aviators use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Underneath to Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. But you look at this defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals. 100 total yards of offense. Yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll Stisson game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile scrambler or the dodger, instead they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal completes it to Miller. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series.
Off the RPO, he completes it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. O'Neal. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw.
That is caught. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. O'Neal. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Aviators.
his way inside the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
Broncos 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Allen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up a throw, and that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. O'Neal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, O'Neal.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Beck. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Beck. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw again. To Allen on the dump off. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Tigers off to a good start as they've now won 3 of their first 4. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got to be thrilled with the situation they've inherited here. Thank you, defense.
Thank you, indeed. They set them up the short field ahead of them, and now they've got a good chance to strike quickly and take the lead.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this third quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down, and they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on second down, O'Neal. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Off the bootleg, O'Neal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators have retaken a third-quarter lead.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Allen. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
3rd and 2.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Charles. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They go back to Reddick. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to throw. O'Neal forced. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Aviators have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
2nd and 9.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Number 0. It's a gain of 10. First down, Aviators.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right back to him on 1st down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe on gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4,